It'd be a single black father. And the reason why I say that, because when I think about like real everyday heroic figures, and I think about single black mothers, right? Single mothers just in general in our society, right? And what it means to pull that off, right? Given the pressures to be a woman in society, given the economic disparities, given the lack of attention to things like affordable daycare and child care and all those range of things. I mean, I see, women, particularly black women who struggle in that regard as being truly heroic figures who never get celebrated as such, So if I actually had to do, think of a progressive, of a comic book character that was based on some sort of progressive notion of black masculinity, the idea of a single black father, it would be it would be a character that I would think about immediately. What would that look like? And again, there are different kind of tensions there. The fact that we generally don't see men at all playing those kinds of roles, and society is not even set up to know how to respond to the presence of single fathers, let alone single black fathers. So just what would be the everyday travails of that kind of figure? To be able to nurture, to be able to do the kind of domestic labor that we always associate with women's lives, without thinking that it's domestic labor, being able to do the cooking and the cleaning and the washing without comment, right? Because that would be the expectation, right? To be able to have to always speak to the reality of father's rights in some context. I talk about in New Black Man about my own experiences going to doctor's offices and going to daycare and folks who never felt the need to talk to me because it was just so almost like one of the powers would be to be a mind reader, right? To be able to go into daycare and read the mind of everybody, to know that what happened to my child today, because I know that the daycare providers, right, don't think that they need to tell me those things, right? Because men don't pay attention to those things. We're not going to listen. We don't know what to do with it, et cetera, et cetera.